Avalmeta elvestikite. Nella statanakehitha. Del noch root. Side quest. Canasit Estananon. Lord Magog.
I need subtitles.
What?
I need subtitles.
Enema.
I think it was a hairball, actually.
Shall not Enathna. Sound crystal was not put on translate. Sorry! Earthrealm translate sound crystals on. So, can you understand me now, people at home?
What?
What?
What do you
I
saying?
feel confident in speaking for them when I say no.
What's weird is our language is quite different from theirs, but what is still what? What?
Can you understand what he's saying, Mark? I can't.
What?
Not a
Hold on. Welcome to Side Quest, everyone. I'm Lord Magog, and I'm here with my wicked cohorts, the Nameless Thief and Arcturus of Sarthos. Pentagast is on a walkabout. I mean, he doesn't walk much. I'm assuming it's a rollabout. Or a lazabout. Maybe he's just lazing about. Is that a thing?
Considering him, it's probably the Australian Aboriginal sense, and he's just high as balls.
I mean, obviously, he's going on some sort of dream journey with his mushroom friends. No.
Mushroom
yes,
friends. You mean he's just getting high as a kite in the woods somewhere?
You're wrong, says what's up, guys. You're wrong is here, everyone. So, as long as he or she is here, we're wrong, apparently.
I guess.
I suppose. And the immortal James Brown, of course, is here.
Naturally.
Well, anyway.
I can't have to go without James.
Yes, I've already seen you, K-Shoal and Snoopy. And Octane's here. Nexie, is that Nexie's Hunter? I see in the chat. And Ghost City, Peterbilt is here as well. And Devil Pup, of course. Why wouldn't you? If Octane's here, Devil Pup's here.
Naturally.
I've noticed that. I don't know what their relation is.
I'm sure it involves many games of Hide the Zucchini.
It very well could be.
A deep shared interest in amateur accounting, I'm sure.
Yes.
Look,
they're frequent visitors. They're frequent visitors of the restaurant medieval times.
Crunch those numbers.
Probably. Is that you, Messi Chiari? Messi Chiari's here too. I'm gonna start paying more attention to the chat because, well, not really. Next week I'll forget, but today I'm trying to better as a host.
The host with the
I don't
most.
think there's a better way.
Yes.
I'm sure there is.
Anyway, you were saying something, Mark, before I politely interrupted you.
Oh, it's been a while since you've dragged me into one of these dismal things. I suppose we can get some social pleasantries out of the way. How have you all been? How's the weather where you are? Is it good? I hope so.
Why does it sound sarcastic when he says that? It sounds sarcastic. I don't like it. Magog, make him stop.
Yeah, I stop. He listened to me.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, weird. Never listens to me.
Good dog taking orders.
Wherever you were. Nothing? Your hair is nice.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, you're welcome.
Just had it trimmed.
Yes. Good. Good. Not much has changed since you were last here, Ark, because last week we...
Magog, it appears that your audio crystal is glitching still.
No, it's not. It's perfectly fine on our end.
I am hearing the occasional sound like you're, I don't know, gargling marbles.
That's weird.
Yes, that's what I hear as well.
Really? Let me look at the properties. Wireless.
Is it the rest of us, chat, or is it just Magog?
Yeah, that's weird because everything's like solid on my end.
Is it your sound crystal itself?
Well,
I suspect the Dome Origato Mr. Roboto's reference to this.
Oh, I don't know. Let me try to do a thing.
Well, in any case, let's get to the important business. I'm changing one of my titles. I think I've evolved past being the Black Compass. I'm trying to rebrand now as the Silver Compass. Just imagine we've taken the tarnish off and we're now shiny and immaculate.
In order to call yourself the Silver Compass, I feel like you would need to adjust your wardrobe accordingly.
No, I don't know. Not much changing really is called for. But this has been the sigil my office for some time now. Not that any of you noticed, because you never notice.
Well, you're quite unnoticeable, that's for sure. But what I mean is, you can't just get away with wearing a silver wishbone around your neck. You also have to incorporate some silver applique to your garments, perhaps. Or perhaps a little bit of a silver ruff around your neck. I just, fashion advice. Take it from somebody who knows all about color.
Wearing blue in the blue ocean is the worst decision a pirate can make.
It's not just blue. I'm also wearing black.
Black is part of the ocean as well. The deep, deep parts.
And my lipstick is purple.
Stupid. If you fall in the water, your men would lose you in a heartbeat.
Well, let's just not fall in the water then. I don't know what you want from me. And I have pearls.
Pearls over swine.
Bait. Meanwhile, are you sure black, blue, and purple is the color theme you really want to go with anyway? It just sounds a bit masochistic, really.
Am I better audio-wise? Like I switched audio crystals.
I've detected no garbling synths so far, anyway.
Yeah, I think this other one needed serious charging or something. Magical charging, of course. Not. It gets hard
You
sometimes.
need to power up.
Yeah, I need to do something with my beard. What do you guys think of like a devil point, like that?
That's not a double point. Double point would be like two little forks of beard side by side.
Hold on.
Yeah, like that.
Let me like that.
And then you get like the beard wax and you like twirl it up so that it twists up around your chin.
What do you all think? The devil horns or the devil penis?
My lost mustache curls, aren't you?
No, I'm just saying it's kind of getting long and I don't know what to do with it, and some days it's just like this. It's just like a big ploof on my face.
You have no beard care in the Lichmore?
Well, of course I do. I just don't know what to do with it, so I just kind of let it do its thing.
Have you tried braiding it? Is it long enough for that?
Well,
I don't know. It's not long enough for braiding.
Try not to stress out too much, because no matter what you do with that beard, it's still attached to your face.
Well, of course it is. That's why it's called a beard. It'd be stupid if it wasn't attached to my face.
I don't know. Some beards are not attached to faces.
You are.
Unless on a specific occasion.
Especially in our world. So much weight. Not everybody's in the nobility and has time to, and servants to wax and shave them, you know.
Well, just because you don't care about your personal visage doesn't mean that other people of lower standing don't care about their visage. Yeah. I, for one, plucked my mustache just today.
I once had a girlfriend that would braid my beard. She was all wrong for me, though. It was bad image. Like, she was a fairy that loved the colors like pink and green, and she was so upbeat and happy all the time, and it just did not mesh well. Like, we'd go out on a quest together, and I'd be like, prepare to die. I shall cast a spell of destruction upon all of you. You know, some bandits are trying to rob us or something, and then she would pop out from behind me and be like, hey guys, what's up? Do you like my boobies? Like, she was so flamboyant. What I'm saying is it didn't match well with my, visage.
Your energies just didn't match. It was like
the energies were all wrong. I mean, she was a great lay, though. But
Yes, I'm sensing there's a sad I was dumped story coming with this.
no, I just outlived her. And she dumped me. But not for the reasons you think.
Don't fairies live
I'm really
quite a
trying
long
not
time,
to think why.
What?
My question first. Don't fairies live an absolutely astoundingly long time, though?
Who told you that?
I don't know. It just seems
Average
right.
lifespan for a fairy from flower birth to root death is like 160 years ish.
That's a pretty long time, actually. That's like
That's more than humans, sure, but not as long as elves, and certainly not as long as vampires.
yeah.
So I answered your question, and you have nothing. You have no follow up.
No, I don't. I genuinely don't. It's still a pretty long time by human standards. I mean,
Yeah, but not.
the average lifespan of me is going to be, what, 34, 35?
Right, and I'm 340. So obviously I outlived her.
Exactly. Okay.
I was a younger dark wizard in those days. I dated all sorts. Fairies, elves, vampires, another fairy, two more
What
elves, a goblina, 3 humans. What?
Okay, I have a question.
When you
What
say
is-
3 humans, one at a time, or was it all 3 at once?
Funny you should ask. Funny story. Okay, it's really hard to keep up multiple girlfriends or lovers at the same time. But my father always told me, you have to find a woman who is beautiful, strong, and intelligent. And for the love of the gods, make sure they never meet.
Naturally. Okay, so my question now. What was the wildest matchup that you had in your dating life? Just, of you and somebody else.
Besides the pink fairy that did not match my fucking
your aesthetic. Yeah.
vibe at all. The wildest. Okay. There was a Lunavarian. Once. I hate to say a relationship because it didn't last very long. It only lasted while she was in heat.
Oh.
Yeah. Cat girls.
No more of a
fucking crazy. Okay? I'm not gonna lie. Fucking crazy. And trust me, it's really difficult to date a woman who on certain nights of the month will just transform into like a death cat. And go fucking nuts. Okay? Really difficult.
Are you sure you've dated women before? Because
that just sounds like a normal woman. Yeah, right?
That's not unique to Lunavarians.
Yeah, but literally transform. I'm not talking about she gets angry and upset and really craving some weird foods. I'm talking about literal werecat transformations. Like claws and fangs and burning yellow eyes and all that shit. 6 nipples. You know?
But that was fun.
In certain contexts, but they were hairy. I mean, fluffy. I mean, really fluffy.
It can be a bit rough at times, but they are extremely grateful. Not that I would know, of course.
You meant wild in the literal sense, Chad, I guess. I didn't expect that one, but you know what?
Yes, for people who don't know a little bit of lore about our world, the Lunavarians are a race of people who are often called in some, I guess, mythological legends of your world, they are called skin changers. All right, these are the people who, when the two moons are in alignment, known as the Lunavar, which is where they get their fucking name. If you haven't guessed, when the smaller moon eclipses the bigger moon, then they can't control their transformations. They are the werewolf and the werecat people of our world. Do not mistake it for the curse, because there's also a magic curse that anybody can get that would make them turn into a wolf or giant cat-like creature. But they are not Lunavarian. Lunavarians are born that way. So there's two different versions. Don't get them mixed up. Just like there's two different versions of vampires. All right? In fact, you cannot call the vamprise vampire. They take it as an offense. All right? The vamprisa and the vampire are two different, but they are very similar. Like the vamprise are often... They need blood to survive. They have the fangs. They have the magical dark powers. All that stuff. The gifts from Vithiga. But you have to understand that the vampires have not yet died. They are not undead. They are living vampires, if you will. And they take a highly offense to being called vampire because they are still hearts beating in their chests and blood pumping in their veins and very much alive.
You know them in your world as goths.
Yes, there you go. Big titty goth chicks versus emos. Like it's like that.
But the
And they can be really pissy when you confuse the two.
Yes.
Forgive me if I'm wrong, but the emos don't drink blood, do they?
I'm making a comparison of a cultural phenomenon of the 90s and early aughts of the Earth realm. But they are not at all similar to the vamprise and the vampire here. Right.
What does the Capri Sun have to do with this?
Vamprise. There's no capri anything. I mean, they might wear capris because they're living. They're kind of douchebaggy. I mean, they still need blood to survive, but there's a big difference in power balance as well. I mean, vampires seem to have way more dark powers. And they're, of course, undead, and they live... Well, it's unlife. It's false life, so they can last longer than most. They're the longest living race in the world.
I'm sure they do last longer.
In many ways. But unlike the vampire, the vamprise, while they are living, can have children. See, once you kill a vamprise, they rise again as a vampire and start their dark life, the shadow life. And that's when they make the transition. So you gotta, if you know an asshole who's a vamprise, you gotta kill him twice, basically.
Ugh.
Like you can't just cut his fucking head off the first time because his soul will transform what remains of him into the vampire.
So, like, how soon after the initial kill do I have to stab him again?
It's different
Like,
for
5
everyone.
minutes, 10
No,
minutes,
it's different for
11
everyone.
minutes?
It's different. Most vampires, when they die, stay in the spirit realm, absorbing dark energies for upwards of 5 to 10 years before they rise again as the vampire.
Okay, all right. So
But the vampires can breed. The vampire can only increase their numbers by either killing a vampire and turning them to vampire, or they themselves can turn mortals into vampires, but only through a very complicated process. It's not like...
So then how do we get vampires?
They're born that way. They're literally one of the mortal races. Like the Lunavarian and the human and the elf. They were fucking created by the gods. Yes, they were created by all the day gods.
Around. No one's got to bite them.
Well, there's day and night versions of all the mortal races. Because there was day and night gods. The vampire are the night versions of the vampires. All right? Are we there?
Okay. I got it.
Yeah, that's why you have
the good fortune never to run afoul of either the vampires or vampires in general. we really don't get each other's way all that much. But I have to say, if I ever do find myself in need of killing one, I think I would make a point of killing them and then bronzing their body except for the eyes. Just metal.
No, it's an essence thing. It's not. You can destroy the Vampirese's complete body, burn them to ash, and scatter their ashes to the winds. They'll still find a way to come back about 10 years from now.
Oh, no, I'm counting on it. They'll probably come back to the corpse, though, at which point I would get to enjoy the look in their eyes as they realize their position.
Well, still confused about Lunavarian's spelling, but you spelled it right there. The flamethrower. It's Lunavarian. It's very easy to remember. All right.
All right.
Yes. So there are
You learn something new every day.
Right. You do. Exactly. Anyway.
Okay.
We had something to talk about this show. We got off into the weeds.
We like to do that sometimes.
Must we? I remember what it's about, but I really can't help out on this.
Art wishes to switch his title to
No.
the Black
Compass.
Cumsum?
Yes.
Cumberbund?
Silver Compass. But that's separate business. I believe we're trying to keep Pentagast from continuing to absolutely lower the bar on our group by refusing to attain any meaningful title.
Yes, wait, let me explain to the people at home. Every senior member of the Wicked Guild has an official title granted to them by some high-ranking noble lord or king of some kingdom that we've either blackmailed, stolen, or bribed to get.
Don't forget
Okay?
that one.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Or in Thief's case, she took the easy road and married a really rich guy.
Thag Thaddeus
How
is
is
rich.
Thag Thaddeus?
Magog, you're muted.
Okay.
I can't hear
Or
you.
making a point, but no one's hearing you. Look, while
I'm
he's
sure it's a very good point.
muttering in silence,
What is wrong
how
with this
is
thing
Thag
today?
Thaddeus?
What is wrong with this thing? Is it working now?
I can hear you now.
No.
Maybe if you grip it really hard with your hand, it'll work better.
My charmed necklace. I don't know what's going on with this thing today. Is it just not charging in this little box? Bizarre. No, what was I saying? Oh, yes. I said Thag Thaddeus is literally the son of one of the great barons of the brine.
Oh shit.
Like he's from the House Thaddeus.
No shot.
He didn't bother to mention this to you.
No, we didn't.
Did you not
put
find
in-laws.
it weird, Thief, that during your wedding all those really important people showed up that had crowns on their heads? And
I thought they were there for me.
well, they were because you were becoming a baroness of the brine.
Right, but like I thought that I had such prestige with the people that they just naturally flocked to all of my engagements and parties and soirees that occur.
No, you just suck dick good. So mean. I take it
I will
back.
not deny. Oh, these are high compliments.
I
Thank
couldn't
you for
help
the next 6
myself.
minutes
I couldn't help
With the
myself.
two sickness. Side questers, what is best in life? The seducing of warriors, the throwing of magic throwing powder, lamentations, falcons. Ooh, I want a falcon.
Lamentations, for sure. I took health damage because I the last joke.
And he's roboting again, chat.
Come on, really?
What?
Like, thing is green on my end. Are you kidding me?
Well,
what is
it's
going on?
sad on our end.
Very peculiar. It's like something's interrupting it somehow. Look, back to the important, back to the business I'm being obligated to pursue.
Mhm.
Very few free titles at present in Saltos. I did some looking, but there all filled. We've got a few High Lord Chambermaid positions. We've got Lord of the Royal Stables. I don't think he's going to be very keen on many of these.
Ooh, Court Jester.
Oh, no, that's taken.
Huh? Who's got it?
I forget. It might come due here shortly. Queen Di does really chew through them, sometimes literally.
All right, I'm gonna try. I really don't know what's causing it. I mean, I am green all on my side, like everything. How about now? What do I sound like now?
If you turn up the sound on the crystal, I think we'd hear you better.
Oh, now it's like super low. That's so weird. Hold on, let me check. Apologies. Okay. This should sound like shit.
This is why we have backup sound crystals on backup sound crystals, chat.
All right. Nope, it's still like super low. That's so bizarre.
Say, Thief, have you come up with any titles to potentially land Pentagast with? Look, you might need to actually talk to your husband about that, but I'm pretty sure they can come up with some throwaway title just like that in the brine because they're basically a made-up kingdom as it is.
Made up kingdom. You dare insult my people like that?
Yes. Basically, they're just a bunch of pirates who have, over time, gotten some very high ideas about themselves, so there's really no tradition or meaning to anything.
How about now? What's the volume like now?
It sounds better.
Like,
Sounds fun to me.
I am like way redlining though. Like all of a sudden. How about now? Wait, hold on. I'll just redline for the show. How about that? We'll just redline, everyone. We're redlining. Yeah.
Doesn't
Alright.
sound any worse than usual to me.
But does it sound? Are you getting the gobbledygook?
Nope.
Not presently. It seems to be banished for the time being. Just keep balls out of your mouth and it'll be just fine, I'm sure.
I like. Wait. Thief. Like. Damn.
Well, if you insist.
Damn. I walked right into that one. Like a fucking door frame. Just. Okay. Anyway. What I was saying was, everyone here, all the senior members have titles. All right? The thief is a baroness of the brine. Literally a baroness now. Right?
Yes.
Arcturus is, well, you're a High Lord of Sarthos, for one. You're a Queen's advisor, Queen Di's advisor. But also, you're a Chamber Lord, the Treasury Lord, and the Silver Compass now?
Well, Lord of the Black Compass Keep, which I might have to rebrand it. But yes, quite a few titles, and no, he can't have neither mine.
Do you not have like one title you're not using anymore? You can donate to Pentagast.
No, because I hate him.
But do you
Much like the rest of you.
the Wicked Guild enough that we look bad?
Look, I can see about one of the stable lords, Lord of the Privy Chambers. I think that's available still.
I got one. Pentagast, the Honorable Itchmaster.
You can't just make up these have to be official titles granted by a high-ranking noble, like a baron,
Okay.
or a duke, or a king, or queen.
Okay. Ooh, here's a new one. Pentagast, the Duke of Dysentery.
But he's not a duke. He has to literally be related to royalty to be a duke.
But you said that he needed a noble title. I just gave him a
No.
noble title.
No, one of
And
those...
I'm a baroness. I can grant it to him because I'm a baroness.
No. You are a baroness, yes, but you are not. You married in. Okay, you don't get to make titles. Only the Baron does, so you have to talk to your husband.
All right.
And Baron...
Okay, new
Spence!
idea.
Hold on. You people do not know about proper noble title, like the way things work here. It's very unnerving that she doesn't know Arcturus.
What do you want from
It's
me?
absolutely typical she doesn't know anything. What are you talking about?
Okay, listen. Counts and barons can recommend lesser nobles to be knighted. Okay. Let's go through the ranks. First, let's go through the noble ranks. All right. The very lowest noble rank considered nobility is a knighthood. All right? Knight, down here. Next up is a landlord. Okay, that's me. I am the Lord of the Witchmore.
Mhm.
I was granted that title by the king of Morscar through a series of blackmails and threats. Okay? Then there's like Count, Viscount, Baron, Duke, King and Queen, right? With a few others in between there, depending on the kingdom. That's essentially what it is, all right? So you have your lesser noble houses and you have your higher the higher noble houses. Only the higher noble houses can get somebody a title. So we need to find at least a baron, all right? And barons can only recommend people to get knighted. That's how low rank they are in the hierarchy. Well, the higher lords hierarchy, right? Because barons are like large landowners. Like I am Lord of the Witchmore, but it's a very small bit of land. But barons, they own like entire regions. Okay.
Speaking of, next logical question is, Thief, does that Thaddeus have a sister, and how low are her standards?
Yes, and
Hey, sis-in-law, are you watching?
no, I don't think she does.
We got a fat mushroom mushroom man fucking available. We got a dark lord. We got a dark lord of the Witchmore and a fat mushroom guy.
Oh my god. Next one that I got. All right, the Right Honorable Pentegast, First Poisoner of the Crown.
See, you're
It's a
just
nice,
making
long,
things up. These are
robust
not
title.
official titles. All right. These are not official. What are you
But
talking?
it sounds official.
No.
That's all that matters.
No, it doesn't. We have to have. How can we be the High Council of the Wicked Guild when one of our members is not even recognized by, like a baron, right? Like he has yet to blackmail anyone like we have.
You know, to be fair, I don't recognize him, and I see him all the time. Look, maybe we're looking in the wrong place. Maybe the thief is going to be absolutely useless on this point, and the standards of the sister are too high. Perhaps we need to look farther north to the Jarls. His resemblance to large cattle might be a plus there.
The Jarls of Volgoth. You want to appeal to the high chieftains of the Volgoth clans to let Pentagast into their ranks and grant a title?
Marry them in, yeah. Look, he could do worse.
You do realize that Pentagast has to kill like 16 people to just be noticed by a Jarl.
I'm sure
Does
that,
poisoning count?
if he really swings it wide, he can knock out several dozen people at a time.
I mean, he could marry into a Volgothan clan, but in order to do that, he has to kill way more than 16 people. It's actually easier to just have a battle and have the Jarls notice him.
Can't we just buy him a duchy and call it a day?
Yes. Do you want to look in our treasury and see how much we have?
Can't we just call him a duke and call it a day?
No, dukes are royalty, you nonce.
Can't we just make
No!
something up and call it a day?
No! We have to find some noble lord to sponsor Pentagast for a title in some kingdom. Now, we could bribe a lord, you know, perhaps a count. I know a count. I know 4 counts. I can count how many counts on one hand that I know. Shut up. That was
You
funny.
can count that
One count.
Two count.
Two counts. I can count.
Okay. I have an idea. What if we find an aged lord or duke or what have you, right? He doesn't have to be 100% with it. He just has to be titled, right? Like, genuinely titled. And then we gaslight him into thinking that Pentagast is actually a member of his court, like with a noble title and everything. To the point where he just starts addressing him as such. And then we don't have to do anything except for lie to the fuck.
That's not bad, but it might. You're onto something, Thief. For once, you've had 2 good ideas in your life.
What was the
2.
first one?
The first one was marrying Thaddeus and becoming a fucking baroness, you piece of shit. And 2,
Jimmy, I don't know what to tell you.
2, your second idea was giving me a good idea. What if we find a sickly lord who lost his son in a distant battle, and his son happens to slightly look like Pentagast with maybe a few pounds off? And then we bring him home. It's an Anastasia thing, right? The long-lost prodigal son returns to claim a title once the father dies. And he's like sickly and he's in bed and he thinks it's his son. All we got to do is kidnap a few people of the region and torture them to learn everything we can know about the son, like what he likes to eat, who his favorite poets are, what his favorite weapon in battle is to use, what was the name of his first horse, what's the mother's maiden name, what's social security number, all the important bits.
A question. 2 questions. 3 questions. First off, how do we handle the hat? Second off, how do we handle the very slim chance and possibility that the son actually survived and, is suffering amnesia somewhere and comes back someday? And thirdly, why don't we just use the amnesia story with Pentagast to pretend like he just doesn't remember anything? That saves us a whole lot of work.
If we start by convincing Pentagast that he actually is the lost son, it'll probably go better, and it shouldn't be very hard.
Yeah.
Except for the fact that he still remembers that he's a member of the Pentagast family, one of the greatest families in all of Denoth. Probably, there's at least 5 historical members of the Pentagast family that were dukes and other royalty, like princesses. So, I mean, he should already have a title had he not been disowned by his own fucking family.
What if we gaslight Pentagast into believing that he is actually the son of this person that we find who's missing?
We now have to feed him enough mushrooms that it actually affects him, because let's face it, he can eat a lot of them before it even takes hold, right? He's built up a tolerance over the years.
I'm sure he would love this, though.
Yes, and then we have to convince him that despite him remembering that he was part of one of the most powerful dragon families of Denoth, that he is instead the long-lost son of some lowly lord.
Yes. And you know what? We have a built-in method for gaslighting him, all right? That hat, it does things. It messes with one's brain. Why wouldn't it feed him a false narrative about his past and suppress the old narrative?
It's not a bad plan, but I feel like Arcturus could, for the same amount of energy, Arcturus could, buy him a title in sauce.
Yes, a few problems with this. It requires me doing that. I do have a few ideas, listening to you all go on blathering. First off, the Pendergast family, I believe, is a bit short on funds. If we're willing to part with money from the guild coffers, not mine, we can probably get them to go on record as saying that he's been adopted.
That would be a way of doing things, but wouldn't he have to give up the Pentagast name and go by his first name, which we all know to be... Oh wait, he fed us mushrooms and now we don't remember his first name. Shit.
I recall vague squeaky noises.
Gertrude. His first name... No? Yes. Gertrude Pentagast, I think.
Gertie, right.
Gertie. That's it.
I love that. I love that.
Now people, next time he's on the show, people in the chat will be calling him Gertrude, and he will not know why.
And it will cause him such brain fog. It'll be great. Thank you, JCRW, who tipped 3 Signas to say, a Jarl only needs the longest, beautiful, blonde flowing hair in his clan. Beware of the one with male pattern baldness. That is jealous. Let your hole be burnt down.
No,
I'm pretty sure his family is eager to disown him anyway.
That is not jealousy, that's avarice. Now that's arson. Yeah, that too.
Well, look, if that doesn't work, that sounds like too much difficulty to get his family to finish fully disowning him and claiming he's adopted, which I think would be an easy sell to them. Alternatively, there is an aging countess who might be willing to marry him.
Yeah, but she cannot provide any children if she's that aged.
Correct.
What if?
Will he have to take on a handmaid to birth the child, to then inherit the house?
What if we just skip the handmaiden, grab the child off the street? There are so many of them, and pretended like spontaneously.
You sick fuck. You would kidnap a child instead of use a servant girl to birth a child. You are immoral.
Why are we trying to cause Pentagast to reproduce?
Do you know how many
up to death?
hungry, starving street urchins there are on the street as we speak at this very moment who would kill and maim and slaughter their brothers and sisters for an opportunity to advance their station in life?
Well, yeah, but there would be there's no blood ties. There'd be no proof of any kind of consummation of the marriage.
We'll just get one young enough, and then you fake a pregnancy for 9 months, and then at the end of 9 months you fake a labor, and then out pops the kid that you pulled off the street.
Literally can't. Not even with the darkest, most vile magic that I know can you fake that, because the priestesses of fertility who watch noble families consummate their marriage on their wedding nights have a divine blessing that not even my powers can penetrate. Yeah.
You can't penetrate these priestesses of fertility?
You can't. No.
Wow.
It's on.
That kind of defeats the purpose, doesn't it?
I know, right? It's fucking maddening.
Look, the countess I'm thinking of has no heirs anyway. It's a known issue. The small problem is that she'll probably kill him a few times.
Acceptable. I can resurrect him.
Yeah, he's probably the only person who could perhaps take this role. See, she's been courted by quite a few suitors. None have really survived long into the marriage. The Countess de Sadie. You've surely heard of them.
Well, yeah. Everybody knows the Countess de Sadie.
Everybody knows it.
As you know, she's pretty twisted, so there's a good chance that if he can stick it out, she might prefer to go out to his nagging proportions.
Well, there's always a chance he kills her on the wedding night with that giant peen of his.
That would be kind of the hope. It's really the only hope he has on this point.
I mean, I don't know if any of you watching at home, but a bit of lore about our world. There are many peens in this world, both large and small. The Pentagast peen is way up there. It's like just under dragon peen. Something.
This has been established. It is known.
It's a third leg.
One might call them a tripod. Pole vaulter is more accurate.
Sometimes he swings it to a neighboring kingdom just to bonk somebody on the head and start a war.
Yes, this is canon.
This is one of the reasons I believe the Countess will give him a shot.
There's a
so to
legend that Pentagast once took a lot of mushrooms, floated out into the heavens, and while he looked down upon our planet of Voth, wrapped his peen around the equator just to measure it.
His peen or the equator?
Both!
Well, if you're measuring both, you're not going to get an accurate measurement if you're using one to measure the other and the other to measure the one.
Sometimes they call the equator of our world pentapene, because it's one pentapene round. Pentapene has now become a thing on our show.
Oh my goodness.
We're going to come back to that one.
We'll revisit that one. I still feel like we could totally just, nab a kid off the streets and, raise it to be the dutiful adopted child. And no one need be the wiser.
Listen, he doesn't necessarily have to have an heir. Because once he dies for real and not just for a few minutes, and then a resurrection spell pops in, but as long as he has a title, it makes us look good. So, I guess he doesn't really need an heir, but he's going to have to seduce the Countess de Sadie.
I'm sure he can manage.
Yeah, pretty much. We can just toss him in there. It'll work out. I'm kind of resenting the idea now because I'm really sick of you all mentioning his dick.
Well, there is a great love of croutons in the courts of Sarthos, because Queen Di loves croutons. She has proclaimed that any man, be they born peasant or lord, can become crouton lord of her court if he can supply her with the very best croutons and serve them to her at banquets. Who is her current crouton lord? Can we assassinate him?
Quite frankly, no one really wants to get that close to her mouth at present. It is, at this moment, vacant. I suppose we might pull that off, but where are we going to get him croutons of sufficient quality? Truly, the market is tapped.
Not really. I could use magic to create some truly potent croutons.
Necro-croutons.
Necro-croutons. And she could feed Queen Di. He could feed Queen Di the croutons upon the tip of his pentapede.
Okay.
Okay, one problem. He must know that he must not, under any circumstances, lay the queen. She will make sure he dies afterwards. If she finds out he can die multiple times, she's going to have weeks of fun, and I don't want to hear all the screaming.
No, I mean, nobody's saying lay the queen. We're just saying croutons. Crouton duty. Court, crouton lord. Crouton lord of the court of Soth.
Look, it's worth a try, but he just needs to know not to submit to her feminine wiles. She's like the Black Widow, only doesn't marry.
Feminine wiles. Feminine wiles. I'd rather bed another Ludovarian. Nobody wants to bed her.
No one should. Everyone who has is now past tense.
Meshikiari gave five signals to say Pentagast, Lord of the Shrooms.
And they don't go out easy.
And Flamethrower
really inventive.
Also tipped 10 signals to say Pendant of Praise for the thief. She has been the brunt of so much criticism today.
Like strips of human skin lying around for months.
Please don't choose me. Please don't choose me. All right.
God!
Damn it.
Praise me.
I'm paying for that comment earlier. I know it.
Mm-hmm.
I shall now praise you in the very best of ways. Nameless thief, Baroness of the Brine.
Mm-hmm.
I think that you are a magnificent thief. You have stolen trinkets from lords, tricked prostitutes and peasants out of their last coins, and you have delved deep into the lost and hidden worlds of the islands beyond the Wraith Sea. You are by far our world's greatest seafarer, navigator, and pirate. You are worthy of me to call you she who washes her vagina, Queen of the Seas.
I appreciate that.
Queef of the Seas, more like.
What was that?
Shut it, you.
Shut up. I was praising her, not you. He tried to praise you.
Oh no.
I'm sure that's
No, I
exactly
wasn't.
what his aim was.
He tried to praise. Okay, so I mean, we've only got a few minutes left. Have we not come to consensus on how to get Pentagast to tie?
I say we just gaslight the entirety of the realm into thinking that he has one already.
Which realm? All the Western realms?
All of it, everyone.
The entire
just-
world?
We just pick a title and we start calling him by that title. And people will just be so awkward because they're like, oh, I didn't know this, but you know what? I guess they say it with such confidence, so it must be true. And then all of a sudden it becomes fact. And no one questions it.
Okay, I like this idea mostly because it's really cheap, but there is a way that could work if we spread enough rumors that he's a secret lord, but we don't specify for whom. It might actually work out, especially if he's seen living a lavish life he can't afford otherwise.
Exactly.
Wait,
We have to
don't-
gaslight everybody
Wait,
all of the time.
wait, I had an idea. Don't we still have contacts out in the merchant caravan clans of the deserts of Akakesh?
Perhaps.
If we do, can't we just ask one of them to find us a magic lamp with a djinn trapped inside, and then we can get the wish granted and get Pentagast the title that way?
Ooh, sounds
Those are really
expensive.
expensive, but perhaps we could lower our standards to a monkey paw.
Yeah.
I can.
Our best bet is gaslighting everybody.
So no djinn then. I mean, I had a djinn, but I used all the wishes. Now it's rampaging through the Northlands.
Yeah,
'Cause I freed it. It made a very good case for wanting to be free.
Mhm.
All right, so I used one of my wishes to free it.
Do you have non-monkey's paw gin money?
My first wish was for everybody around me to not be as dumb. And my second wish was my second wish was for another colorful fairy to be my sidekick / girlfriend.
Makes sense.
I don't know, I kind of miss her. The pink bubbliness of it.
Yeah.
Well, if you know where she's buried, I suppose you can fix this.
Oh, I already tried that.
Pretty
Fairies
easy.
are incredibly hard to resurrect.
Well, hop
Well-
to it.
Well, that's because when they die, they turn into like a huge bed of flowers. It's like there's no bones or anything to like stand them up again. They're truly
you-
like fairies are a weird one. They're a weird race. They're born purely from like the most potent magic. Like we all have a little bit of magic in us because we're created by the gods and all, but I mean fairies are fucking soaked in it.
Couldn't you like make a mud creation out of mud and flowers in the shape of her and then reanimate it?
No, that's a golem. And I don't really
Right,
want
but,
a
like-
golem.
If she returns to flowers and leaves and shit, and flowers and leaves and shit eventually break down into mud and dirt and stuff,
Yeah, but you don't
then
understand.
does
how-
that make golems just reanimated fairies?
No, they're reanimated dirt.
Yeah, but like by virtue of
No.
transitive property, eventually
There is
The
no
fairies
transitive
become
property.
the dirt. The
We
fairies
all do.
become the dirt.
We literally all do.
So then all golems are just reanimated people.
No. Because by the time we're dirt, we're not people anymore. Golems are golems. They're made of like clay and rock and dirt and shit.
Ugh.
Just because
My
somebody
head does not
murders
deserve
you,
this pain.
just because somebody murders you and buries you under a tree does not make you that fucking tree.
You know,
But-
Thief, if you really want to learn more about magic, I've got some spare books around. I'd happily lend you.
Maybe.
What tomes do you
I don't
have?
know.
Can I buy one?
Don't you have enough?
I will send Poe to peruse your collection. Poe, get on it.
I'm on my way.
No.
And you better not hold anything back, you fucking miser.
Look, they're all introductory pieces when I was making an effort to learn something despite the whole head explosion thing.
Are you lying?
He's gaslighting.
About what? I lie about a lot of things. I'm not sure I'm lying in here, though.
Poe, before you go, you might want to take your Wraith Squirrel friend with you.
Roger.
No, I can have them sent. I'll have them shipped momentarily. I'll just speak to the courier here in a minute since we're done. No need to trouble Skittles, the thresher of hell, mightiest among mammals.
Oh, you heard it, Poe. He's going to ship them with a courier. Have you and Skittles meet the courier upon the road.
It's gonna be fun.
Ooh.
This is acceptable in context.
You might, just to placate Skittles, you might want to make sure the courier looks kind of like you. If he's an illegitimate son, all the better.
I mean, it's black paint and a shaving tool.
You telling me that in all your years of courtly duty as a Lord of Sothos, you don't have like 5 or 6 bastards waiting in the wing?
I'm not that reckless, no. I did have some body doubles, though. They're all dead now.
Why would you
Tell
kill
me
perfectly
fresh
good
out.
body doubles?
Yeah, the body doubles are supposed to have other people kill them in your place.
Exactly. That defeats the whole
They
purpose.
did their job admirably, but I'm totally out.
Did you crossbow at least one of them by accident?
I've done that.
Accident.
Did it
Look-
feel like you were kind of murdering yourself? Did it feel weird? Be honest. Did it feel weird?
It was strangely cathartic.
I can see that. I can see that. It's almost self-masturbatory in a way.
Okay, now you're just making it weird.
I suppose that is one word for it. Another word for it might be self-preservation. Because there is the odd chance that your double attempts to replace you in your actual life. And then you have to actually
self-consummating? How about that? Self-consummating.
No.
No?
Go consummate yourselves.
Well, you're the silver cum-ass. That was so mean. I'm so mean tonight. I am so
You
mean
were.
tonight.
It was well received.